Hi guys, welcome to new video. Today I am back with another SQL interview questions which is asked in TCS interview process for an intermediate level. So let's begin with the questions. Find the employee who earn more than the average salary of their department. Okay, so we need to find employee ID, salary, and the department name. So we have a two tables. First is a department table, second is an employee table. If you see a department tables, we have a three column: department ID, department name, and the location. And a employee tables, we have a six column, which is employee ID, employee name, salary, department ID, hire date, and a manager ID. So let's move to the solution. Consider, so department and the employee tables are related, connected to each other using a department ID column. So department ID is a primary key in a department table and a foreign key in an employee table. So question is, find employee who earn more than average salary of their department. So first, let's find the average salary of department. How we are going to find the average salary of each department of their employee? Consider, we have a department 1. In a department 1 we have a 2 employees. That average salary is nothing but the salary, sum of the salary divided by how many employees in their department. So consider, if you have for the department 1, the salary is 80,000 and a 60,000. So 80,000 plus 60,000 if we consider, then it will be 14,000. So 14,000 divided by 2 employee, then the average salary of the department 1 will be 70,000. 70,000. If you see the questions, find the employee who earn more than the average salary of their department. So department 1 average salary is the 70,000. If you see more than the 17,000, only 101 employee ID earn. So first we got the employee who earn more than the average salary. Second is, second department is HR department and having only one employee, and that salary is the 55,000. If you divide that by one, only one employee is there. So if you divide, then we will get the same value. But we need the employee whose average salary more than. So we are avoiding this employee. Or if you see a third department ID and see there are two employees are there, and the salary is the 70,000 and the 90,000. If you plus that salary, it will be 60,000. Then the 60,000 divided by two employee, it is a 8,000. If you see the third employee, so 8,000, 80,000. Now consider the 80,000 as a salary, and if you see the average salary, more 80,000 is the average salary, and if you see only 105 employee ID have a average salary better than 80,000. So we got the another employee is employee ID 105. So let's start using start example. We need to find first employee ID, salary, and the department name. Before that, we need to find the average salary. So we are going to find the average salary using windows function. So let's see. First we need select employee ID from employee table. We are giving alias name as E, and we are joining e dot. Let's join afterward e dot. Let's EmpID. Second, we need the salary, so e dot salary. And the third, we need department name, but department name is not present into employee table, so we are joining using inner join with the department tables, and we are taking alias name as a D. On basis of e dot, we are taking department id is equal to d dot department id. Okay, but what we are doing, department name from the department table, so d dot department name. Okay, now if you see, okay, now if you see, we need the average salaries of a department id, average salary. So we are going to use the aggregate function avj, aggregate functions avj average, and we are going to use the e dot salary. But one thing you need to remember, that when we use the we need to do a partitions by department id, because this is the average. Sorry, average is a aggregate functions. When we use aggregate functions with the over, then it will be a windows function. So we are using a windows functions to do a partition, because we need a average salary using a using the partitions by department. Partitions by, we can say, e dot partitions by e dot department id, as you can give alias name as average department wise salary, average department wise salary. Let's run this program and let's see what we are getting. Okay, as as we have discussed earlier, that average salary of T is a 70,000, average salary of HR is a 15,000, average salary of a finance is uh, 80,000, and average salary of a sales is 45,000. So second questions which is comes to in our mind is that, so we need to find now the employees who earn more than average of their salaries. Okay, consider employee 1, his salary is the 80,000 and his average salary is the 70,000. Consider 2 employee is the 102, salary is the 60,000, and average salary of the department, IT department, is the 17,000. So these type of employee we need to exclude who earn less than average salary. So for that we are going to use CTE function. CTE is nothing but the common table expression. Consider like CTE1, as in a curly bracket you need to write the CTE, and after CTE you are going to select only employee IDs. You're going to say employee ID, salary, and the department name, as they have mentioned, as they have as they have mentions in a column, as they have mentions in the its salary, department name, as they have mentioned in the column, from, we can say, CTE1 CTE1, where we need to give a conditions that average salary, no, that employee salary, that salary is greater than average salary. So let's run this query. Okay, as you can see, we got the 101 employee and 105 employee. Do two employee have have the salaries greater than their average salaries of their specific department? So you can solve these questions like this way. If you have another solutions, if you have a doubt, you can mention into comment. If you can